Hey guys, it's Michelle and I am here today to talk to you about my top 10 worst diabetes habits. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name's Michelle. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for almost 17 years, and this is a type 1 diabetes lifestyle channel where I post all sorts of diabetes videos, so definitely hit that subscribe button for more diabetes videos. In the summer, I posted a video about my worst diabetes mistakes that I've ever made, and it was really well received. You guys really seem to be able to relate with it. That video was more one-time mistakes, things that I've only done a couple times and moved on from. But today's video is more of the habits. So those bad habits that no matter what we do, we can't seem to shake them. So today I'm sharing my 10 worst bad habits with you guys. I'm sure a lot of you will be able to relate to these. The whole point of me sharing my bad habits with you guys is to show you that there really is no such thing as the perfect diabetic. We all have our bad habits, we all have our mistakes, but we are trying as hard as we can, and that's all that matters. So let's let loose for a little bit and just shake things off and have fun with this video. My first bad habit is putting my pump site in a spot that I know is not good, yet I still do it. So a good example of this is when I put my pump site in my hips. My hips personally have really bad insulin absorption, so whenever I have my site in my hips, I know my numbers are not going to be great. However, I still seem to come back to this site every now and then. Just last week, I put my pump site in my hips to give my stomach a break. And yeah, I had bad blood sugars, and I knew this going into it. It's just like so annoying how I keep coming back to this site. I think I'm just trying to give my other areas a break and find some new flesh to put my insulin pump site into. I don't know, but yeah, that's definitely a bad habit that annoys me. The next bad habit I think is the most common bad habit, and I'm sure you guys can agree with me on this. Tell me in the comment section if you guys do this too, but lancets, right? How often do you change your lancet? Because I do not change mine enough. Technically, you're supposed to change your lancet every time you check, which is just crazy to me because we already have so much stuff to do. The fact that I have to change my lancet every time I test my blood sugar, there's just no way I'm gonna do that. And I know I'm supposed to, and I know a ton of you are gonna give me a lot of flack in the comment section down below, but the reality is that's one of my bad habits. I do not change my lancet enough. My third bad habit is turning off Dexcom alarms at night so that I can get a good sleep. And this is really counteractive because the whole point of the Dexcom alarms is to wake you up in the middle of the night if your blood sugar is too high or too low. But sometimes if I'm so tired and I really want a full night's sleep, I will turn off my high alert so that I don't wake up from a high alert in the middle of the night. And I know it's not good. I never turn off my low alerts because I'm terrified of going low during the night, but sometimes the high alert comes off so that I can get a peaceful night's sleep, and then I'll wake up in the morning being high, and yeah, that's my own fault because I turned my alarm off. My fourth bad habit is waiting until I have only one vial of insulin left before refilling my prescription. I have gotten better at this in the past year, I have to say, but before I would quite often open my fridge and realize I have one vial left, and then I would refill my prescription. You really should have a stock supply in case of any sort of emergency. Yes, quite often I would let myself dwindle down to a very low supply of insulin before refilling. And this is actually dangerous. So I have been working on this and changing that. So I've made sure that I have quite a supply in my fridge and that I keep that up throughout the year and don't let it get down to too low because insulin is really our life-saving juice. Without it, we can't live. So it's super important to have plenty of that available. Number 5 is not changing my site every 3 days. Sometimes I'll let myself go to 4 days, which is against the rules. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to change every 3 days to prevent infection. I know this, but sometimes life gets busy, work gets crazy, and my site goes every 4 days. Number 6, I think I mentioned in my last video, but that is underestimating carbs, especially when I'm out and about. I quite often underestimate my carbs to prevent going low, but then this can backfire and then my blood sugar will go high because I've underestimated what I've eaten. And just to pause the video for a second, this is a reminder of things not to do with your diabetes. Number 7 is licking my finger after I test my blood sugar. Who else does this? Anyone? Anyone else? Maybe it's just me. Sometimes if I don't have a Kleenex nearby or if I don't have like an alcohol swab or something to wipe my blood on, I will lick my finger, and I know it's gross. Number 8 is stashing used test strips in my purse or my backpack because I'm too lazy to find a garbage can. And I have my backpack right here. I'm gonna look through it and I guarantee you I will find at least one test strip. Let's see. And this has not been planted, I can promise you. Ah, there we go, bingo, test strip. I knew it. I have test strips in almost every single one of my bags. Number 9 is a bad habit that my husband pointed out to me the other day that I wasn't aware of, and he insisted I include it in this video. When I throw my test strips in the garbage, I quite often miss the garbage can, and there will be test strips lying beside the garbage can, which my husband then has to pick up. So I guess I need to work on my aim. And number 10 is not waking up right away when I hear my low alert at night on my Dexcom. Who else has done this? You're super tired, you hear your low alert go off, and you don't get up for it right away. Sometimes I can just feel in my body that I'm just riding the low line, you know, I'm not crashing. So I'll wait a couple minutes just because I'm so tired I can't wake up for the low alert. Then I'll hear it go off again and then I'll get up. And that's it for my 10 worst diabetes habits. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't take this video too seriously. These are just bad habits that I do once in a while. Just trying to show you guys that I'm human, we're all human, we make mistakes, but overall we are doing our best to take care of our diabetes, and that is really all that matters. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!